Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. One of our very own toads is making ham radio gear, and it's actually really good stuff. I want to share it with you today. It is W0AEZ. Kevin has made some battery packs and some other accessories for your ham radio needs. Let's get over to the bench, take a look at this stuff, because it is pretty well done. So first off, we're going to have to talk go bags, because this is my current go bag for my Yaesu FT5D radio, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I've got a battery, a radio, a signal stick antenna, and this one is BNC to match the BNC adapter that I have on the radio. And then I have the camera mic. I did a video on this. This is actually pretty neat. I wish that we would be able to get higher bandwidth and faster speed transmissions, but it's pretty cool that this microphone exists, and it's got a USB-ish connector on it. I'm not sure if it's USB or if it's proprietary signals. More BNC adapters, the belt clip and the assorted screws. I decided I don't like the belt clip, the belt holster thing. I like the clip on the back of the battery better, but that might change. The adapter that goes from my typical 5525 to the special power charger thing on the radio. And what I really need to do is get one of these, get one of these that will work with USB-C as well. That was the I bet was a preview for something that's coming up in the video that I haven't shown you yet. That is it for the go bag. So that's all the stuff that comes with the FT5D that I need to get into a better bag. So if you guys have a suggestion for a compact bag that will hold all of this gear, leave a comment down below. I have an idea, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. The reason why I'm getting out the 5D is because, like I said, Kevin makes batteries, and this is a 3D printed case for the battery, and it is a perfect fit for the FT5D. Ta-da! Look at that. We take the radio and we make it a little bit thicker, but in exchange for making it a little bit thicker, we get USB-C charging, and we get extended battery life, and there's also a charging cradle. This is also a 3D printed case, but it is very well done. It is precision made to fit the radio. And when you do that, you've actually connected this USB-C cable here to get it charged. And this is a USB-C to USB-A to charge the battery, and that way it works right off of any of your existing USB wall warts. Let's see real quick, does this still work with the belt clip thing? I haven't used this in so long, I forgot how to use it. Nope, because it goes on the back side. It does not work with the Yaesu belt clip. I knew y'all were going to ask, so I wanted to get that question answered for you right away. In addition to the Yaesu battery, if you're not a Yaesu person like I am, and also I always store this thing unplugged from the battery because the Yaesu has a soft power button, and the soft power button causes the radio to drain batteries when you have it in storage, and I don't use this radio every single day. That is that battery. Kevin is also working on a ID52, ID50, ID51, and 705 battery. I think all three of those share the same battery pack, and that would fit in there and give you some additional runtime. And if it's about the same size as this battery here, then you can see that it's not adding that much girth. I know there's the WinCam frame in the way, but that's what it would look like with the WinCam frame. It's not adding that much girth to the radio, and you get extended runtime out of it. Perfect. So the reason why I got foreshadowing on you, the reason why I got all excited about the adapter here from 5525 to Yaesu mini connector is because Kevin has this device here, which is a 5525 to USB PD cable, and he has a QRP battery. This is an 18 watt-hour battery, which translates at 12 volts. It's a 3.2 volt 21600 battery, which is 5 amp hours. But when you take the 3.2 volts and convert it over to 12 volts, there's more draw at 12 volts than there is at 3 volts, so it doesn't last as long. But this would probably get you through an activation, and we're targeting like a USDX or a true SDX or maybe even your 705 if you wanted to get a little extra oomph out of it for a couple of hard to make contacts or something along those lines, I bet you'd have no trouble at all getting a complete Parks on the Air activation done with this battery at 10 watts on the 705. We'll have to test that in a future video. But where I got excited when I saw that adapter was, let's plug this in, and it lights up. It says 100% charged. Let's see if this will charge this. Yes, it says external DC. I don't know why the backlight doesn't come on. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on camera at all, but we are on. Let's turn the radio on. Yep, radio's on, 11.7 volts, no battery on the back. So this will work with anything that needs 12 volts DC with the included PD trigger cable and this battery pack. Man, Kevin has a lot of stuff on his website. In addition to those two batteries that I shared with you, he's got batteries, accessories, and transceivers. And right now his transceivers are both sold out, but he had an Anytone and a Quanchang. And then under accessories, this is where it gets pretty interesting. This here is a SO239, yes, to 3/8 24 mount. And then there's some connections here for your radials. And then there is a way to put some spikes in the bottom, well, in the sides. You can kind of see it here. Let's see. You can see the little hole right there. And then there's another one down here and another one over here and another one right there. So you can spike it and stick it in the ground or stick it on the ground and mount your 17-foot whips or any other vertical antenna that does 3/8 24. He's also got kind of a build-it-yourself kit where you can assemble it on your own instead of getting it pre-assembled. And he has an end-fed half-wave antenna. This one's currently sold out. He's got a couple of different dummy loads, 10-watt BNC, 10-watt UHF PL259 connector, and a 5-watt SMA dummy load. More stuff to come. The 705 ID5X series battery coming out as well. I'm going to get back over to the bench. I want to take apart the QRP battery kit because it's, again, very well built inside. Let's go take a look. All right, before we take it apart, I want to show how this works. So we've plugged it in. We've plugged in the included PD trigger cable, and I'm going to plug this into the side of the 705, and you can see the power light is on, and it's booting up from before in the video. There is no, turn that off. There is no battery at all in this radio. So we are on, and it shows up at 100%. If you are running off of the internal battery pack on this radio, right now, I'm plugged in here, and I'm going to unplug it. It goes dead. Let's put the internal battery pack back on. Turn this back on. Let it boot up again. If you want to know how to change that opening screen, I've got a video for you up here in the corner. You can see now that it's only at 50% power. So let's plug it in, and we go up to 100% power. And that 50%, 100% is the difference between 5 watts and 10 watts on this radio. Let's get this out of the way. And like I said, what I want to do is I want to take this thing apart. So I'm going to get out my screwdriver here. I'm going to get out my proper screwdriver bit. And then take this cover off, which reveals our boost converter. It's got a little temperature probe on it here, and then some decent gauge wiring to get you to the negative terminal and the positive terminal. And now that we know which side is the positive side, I'm going to take the positive side and open it up. And these screws create that spring tension that you're familiar with on battery packs. And if you do take this out, the funny looking side of the 21600 is the side that is interesting. So there is your 21600, and this is a high quality battery. This is a Samsung INR 21700-50E, and it's very similar to an 18650, except that it is a 21600. And the 21, it's actually a 21700. I've been saying it wrong all along. The 21 is across here, and the 700 is the end-to-end size. And the 18650, it's 18 across and 650 end-to-end. But what I wanted to show you here was this. Look at this thing. It's not 100% infill because it's too light for that, but it is very well built. This battery is not going anywhere once you put it inside this battery holder. Let's get the thing lined up in the bottom there, the little spring. I don't know if you guys can see that with the lighting I have. Put the battery back in, and there's your spring on that side. Put that back on, put this back in place, and the positive terminal on the battery is recessed and mounted inside of the cap. That's how it all works. Like I said, excellent craftsmanship, very well done, and very nice bit of kit here. And in no way is this the footage from before I took it apart. There you go. I think this is Toads helping Toads have more fun doing ham radio stuff. There will be links in the description down below where you can go to Kevin's website and get more of these things that Kevin is making. And check back often because Kevin is always making new things to share with the community and help improve our lives. Speaking of improving our lives, I am on a quest to get 100,000 subscribers this year. It's going to help get the word out about ham radio and get more people interested in our hobby. You can help. There is a button right below the video that says subscribe. It's free and it helps grow the channel. If you would like to help the channel outside of that free subscribe button, there is a join button right next to it where you can send a small monthly amount over to help the channel grow and continue to bring great content to you. There is a video right over here I think you might enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.